My name's Jordan.
And I'm Alissa.
And this is our first YouTube video.
Woo! On this channel, we want to do a lot of, like, advice videos and, like, adventure videos and tips.
Yeah, and we also...
And some tags, some couple things.
Yeah, like, we also have, a blog, which is in the link below if you want to check it out.
The down bar.
The down bar.
Whatever.
And we post recipes there, recaps of...
like, dates and adventures and some pictures and stuff.
Or, like, holidays and stuff like that. But we have a lot of good recipes on there. Because this one over here, that's what she's talking about. But, to get to the video, we want to talk about,
this one specifically is what?
Depression and, like, self-harm. Both of those things. I personally have suffered from both for years, like, a long time. I had my first, like, suicidal thought when I was 10 years old, and then ever since that thought, it got nothing but, like, progressively worse. And for a really long time, it felt like it wasn't gonna get better. I mean, at first, I was just depressed. Like, I wouldn't hurt myself or anything, and then my, like, sophomore year of high school, I started cutting myself, and it was really bad. Like, you can't really see it, but from my wrist all the way up to the top of my shoulder was completely, like, covered. There was absolutely no room for blank skin. Just to give you an idea of how bad it is without being, like, completely grotesque. But I tried killing myself at least over, like, 30 times, and every time I failed. I guess obviously I am. I'm more than 100% grateful that those attempts didn't succeed, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have met this beautiful girl. I wouldn't have been able to truly learn how to love the life that I was given. But I do know that there are a lot of things, like a lot of tips that I could possibly give to help people that are struggling with depression. So I'm just going to name off a bunch of things on a list, and hopefully that helps. Alright, so things to do if you're depressed. First thing is, it's so hard. Like, it's so much easier said than done, but try your best not to dwell in it. Like, try not to listen to really sad music. And this is coming from someone who had a depressed playlist for, like,
and
years.
out of, like, almost 3,000 songs, at least 1,000 of them are, like, sad songs.
Yeah, like, bring you, like hurt you to the core kind of songs. But try not to listen to sad songs. I truly believe that maybe, like, if you're sad, you need one good cry. So if you need to listen to music to have one good cry, maybe that's okay. But
yeah.
But if it's gonna be a song that's gonna lead you to hurt yourself or want to, like, kill yourself, don't listen to it. But
want me to, like, go on that?
Yeah, sure.
When it comes to dwelling, though, like, I mean, she was depressed a lot longer than I was, and, like, she went a lot further than I ever did. But I know that, like, I would seclude myself a lot, and secluding myself was the worst thing I could possibly do, because I got, like, addicted to, like, secluding myself. So it's like I didn't want to be around anybody, and when I was around people, I was, like, miserable, and I was quiet, and everybody would see it, and it would, like, it bleeds off of you, like, it feeds off of you, and nobody wants to be around that, and, like, you don't want to feel like that. So it's like it's hard not to dwell on it. Like, sometimes you need to dwell on it. Like, I would say, like, maybe a day or so, depending on the situation, is, like, okay. But, like, longer than that, it's not, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, you always have to find, like, something else to dwell in instead. Like, if you like the computer, find something like the computer you like. Or if you like the sun, then go out in the sun and go on your computer. Or read a book. Or, like, find, like, a friend. Like, you have something in common with, like, we don't have, like, a huge group of friends. Or, like, really anybody we hang out with. We have, like, one friend who's, like, each other. And, but we really appreciate when we can go out and, like, if we can't go out with somebody, we go out on our own. And, like, right now we're at, like, a random park in, like, near our town, and just this is, like, pure bliss.
Let them see behind, like, the
just
the
this is, like, just, like, pure bliss, and, like, the sunshine, like, and, like, really can raise, like, your serotonin levels, and, like, vitamin D is, like, a really, really good thing for, like, just, like, feeling pure and happy again.
Right.
And, like, just dwelling on it is hard, but
Yeah.
and it's the easiest thing to do, but you have to, like, nothing worth having ever comes easy. So if you want to be happy, it's not going to come easy if you're depressed.
another thing, if like you're thinking like, oh, I seclude myself, but I have to seclude myself because I have no friends or like I hate my family. Like that's totally fine. Like I understand that because I felt that way for a while. But like if you feel that way, then don't like you can always try and reach out to people. You know, make new friends. I know that's not super easy either, but like you could always like write on Facebook like, oh, like blah blah blah, who wants to do this or who likes this, and you can make that connection with someone else. Or you could just do things like with yourself. Like a lot of the time when I would seclude just like by myself, I would just stay in my room, and I feel like that's the worst thing to do if you're depressed. Like
Especially
I would
a dark room.
yeah, I would say like like do something simple, like go to a park, go for a walk, like go to the library,
Even for 10 minutes,
go
just
to the
get
mall,
out.
do something. But another thing, I mean, I know that this isn't also an end all for stopping cutting yourself, but like if you throw away whatever you're cutting yourself with or give it to someone else, give it to a friend, give it to your parents, if you're that open with your parents, um, you know, that's the first step, trying to get rid of it. But you also one thing that really helps, redecorate your room.
Yeah.
Seriously, just like go in your room and just change the whole thing around. Put like new pictures on your wall, like make it bright, make it happy, like change everything.
Yeah, and I think that another thing that could really help is making a list of things to do for the day rather than just like sitting in your room and like worrying about going to work or going to school. Like make a list of like what you want to do to be productive. And if you're productive, usually in that productivity, like you're distracted from whatever you're sad about or worse sad about, and like you'll find something new to be like indulged in and like to be like again distracted by. And like again, it's hard, but sometimes you have to just fake it until it's real. Like you have to really fight like the demons and the thoughts. Like for me personally, like my mind is the worst part of anything. Like I can make any situation absolutely horrible and like terrifying if it's just like me thinking about it, which is horrible, like that's a horrible asset to have. And like the only way to get over it is like truthfully like trying your hardest to push those thoughts away and like put something above it. Like Madsen says, like open a drawer in your mind, put the bad ones in the bottom and take a good one from the top and keep that out. And like keep that top drawer open and fight for it and like keep it open, like lock it open, keep it open. Like that's like the most, like the best thing you could do is just like fight off those thoughts. And like I want to be a positive speaker. Like I think that's awesome, and like every day I post positive posts even if I'm sad myself, and she knows that because it helps her too. And like before we even started dating or barely even knew each other, she said it was helping her.
And follow Drink Positive Tea if you want to see positive posts every day.
But you just honestly like fake it, and like in the morning wake up with like today's gonna be a good day. I don't care what I'm doing. Like I don't care if I'm going to work, if I hate my job. Like if you hate your job, then obviously that's a problem, but at least you're making money. Like
I mean, you should think about it in like the way like, because like for a while, like even sometimes now I go to work, I'm like, oh, I freaking hate my job, and I don't. I love my job so much. It's just like
being around people really helps though.
You have to also remember that you should be grateful that you do have a job, because some people don't.
Yeah, change that thought around. Like wake up in the morning with a different perspective. Like don't think, oh, I have to go to work, and think like, wow, I get to go to work. Like last year she didn't have a job for a couple months because it was just so hard to get one after she moved out and moved in with us. But like in that period, like we grew a lot. We were happy just being outside, not having much money, and like we didn't have much to do. Like now we have like a bunch of bills and like stuff, but like we can bear with them because like we know we don't need like to love our jobs and work every second of our lives away. Like we enjoy each other's company as much as we would enjoy like going out to eat every night of the week or going to like New York every night of the week. Like just doing something like that. Like you don't need to have money to be happy.
I know a lot of people that have recovered from self-harm do as like kind of like a like a coping mechanism is getting tattoos. I only have one tattoo, and
I have 7.
it's this yin yang. She got it for me for my birthday last year, but she has 7. She's got a half sleeve
right now.
This is for autism awareness because she works with autistic kids,
And I love my job.
And her sister's autistic too. This is not broken, just bent. Pink.
Have a cross. Stay positive. Love yourself is right here.
And she has an autism butterfly on her
my back
shoulder. But tattoos are definitely a good thing. I mean, I'm totally one for getting like positive reminder kind of tattoos. Like mine, I get like people come up to me at work and talk to me about it. Like strangers and stuff like that. And it's just nice. Like, sometimes if I'm ever having a bad day, I just look down and I'm like, all right, you know, life is good and bad, and that's just the way it's gonna be.
It needs to be balanced.
Yeah, exactly. That's like one thing you have to also remember when you're depressed is that if you're not depressed, it does not mean that you're not gonna have bad days.
Yeah.
Like, just like if you're happy, and I can honestly say that I'm genuinely 100% happy. It's just like when you become happy, it's not like you're never gonna be
sad again.
Exactly. Or you're never gonna be like just feeling crappy about yourself. It's just being happy. If you truly want to reach that state, you have to realize that you have to go through every single bump that life gives you, and you have to take it with open arms.
Yeah, it's all reaction.
Yeah, you can't like close yourself off the moment that something bad happens.
Yeah, you need a balance, or like if you never have like bad things in your life, you're never gonna recognize the good as something good. Like if something good happens, you're never gonna really recognize it unless something bad happens too. Like you don't really appreciate the good until you live through the bad first. And like there's been people who have had it a lot worse than you. Like it sucks to say and hear, but like there's people out there that struggle but a lot more, but feel a lot more blessed because they're still alive struggling with that. And that's how you have to think with it. Like you need a new perspective, and it takes a while. But like I said before, nothing ever comes easy if it's worth having.
Yeah.
You just need to work on it and work hard, and you'll get it back even better.
One thing that I know is really important.
I need to stop slouching.
So straight. Is that one thing I feel like I didn't have until I met Alissa and her completely just wonderful family. Like, I truly love this family as much as I love my own family. Like, they are just so good to me and so accepting. I mean, I knew them for 2 months and they let me move in their house. I mean, anyway, when I didn't live with this family, I felt very secluded in my own home and very unaccepted. I think my family, because a lot of bad things happened to me that I guess are very hard things to deal with. Like, it's okay. I was abused sexually by a family member for a really long part of my life. And when I told my parents, they didn't really react how I thought they would be. I never really had anyone that I could talk to about it or work it through. They just wanted me to go to therapy and talk to a stranger when all I wanted was someone close to just hear me. And honestly, I did not ever get that person until I met Alissa. And she's the only person I've ever met that just let me talk about things. And
it's like focusing is the biggest part of being happy again. Like, happiness is balance, and balance means being sad sometimes, and you're allowed to be sad sometimes. Just don't take it out on yourself.
Definitely.
Take it out on something else.
Also something that I didn't know either, which I think it's another thing why it took me so long to be happy, is that happiness doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of strength. It really does. And you may think, oh, like, you know, like, I'm so weak, like, I can't do this, I can't do anything, I'm not worth it. Now you're worth it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just your mind telling you those things. But if you really, really just try, you know, like we said, redecorate your room, go outside, do different things, shake up your routine a lot. And I like routine.
Plan and focus, but don't plan the same thing every single day.
Right.
Plan things that you're going to look forward to. Like, I don't care if it means walking 10 minutes with a dog or just walking by yourself for 10 minutes tomorrow. Like, plan it out and, like, do it. Like, write it down so you do it, and you could check it off and be like, wow, I did something. I feel very accomplished. Getting out of bed is an accomplishment on its own, so checking off a list is even better. And start small, and depending on the size of your depression or your problem, like, it'll take longer, it'll take, sure, maybe tomorrow you'll be happy again, who knows, but you have to be there to realize it. Like, you have to be in the moment, like, you have to be there.
Right. Another thing is, I'm gonna try and make it faster now, so, like, the end of the list, so we don't have to, like draw this out. So just name off positive things. Go to Barnes & Noble and buy a journal, and anytime you have a bad thought, just write. I would do that a lot. Just write until it's gone.
Listen to happy songs. Definitely make a happy playlist. Modson is my #1 person, I would say, for that playlist.
Put a full tank of gas in your car and just drive. We've done that before. Literally every time you get to a light or stop sign, choose which way you're going and just go.
And then stop somewhere and take pictures. Take pictures of nature and always keep them like Facebook albums, scrapbooking, blog posts, video posts. I don't care if anybody watches your videos. Keep it there because in a year from now, you're going to want to see it. We were not taking pictures a year ago, and now we take pictures of literally everything. We walk outside. It's like, oh, pretty leaf. Let's take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. Remember it. Remember the moment. Remember what makes life beautiful in that moment, and life will always be beautiful to you.
It's another one. Go to a animal shelter or a Petco or a puppy store.
This is my puppy.
And play with the dogs if they let you. Look at the animals. Like, do stuff like that. Like, when I was really sad, I used to go and drive to this puppy store and I would just play with dogs for like an hour and I would feel so much better.
Yeah. And I would go to like my local, our local, like little island, and like I would just sit there and listen to music, like Jimmy Eat World, The Middle. Like that song used to like bring me up, and like it used to remind me that life is beautiful no matter what. Like it's a balance. Life is a balance, and life is beautiful.
My number one tip for self-harm or depression or anything is if something is in your life and it's not benefiting you and it's bringing you down, just cut it out. You know?
Cut out the negativity.
I mean, like, if it's your family, don't cut them out completely because it's your family, but just like take a step back. You know what I mean?
Or at least focus yourself on something else while you're around those people. Be the positive atmosphere you want, and your atmosphere won't be able to be interrupted by an outer
force.
Yeah, force.
You
want to end it there? We talk about another video, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you what's one more thing we can say? My last thing to say is that if you have depression or if you self-harm, that I can promise you that it really does get better.
And make the step in ending it now. Do the best you can. Try your hardest every single day. Write it down. Do whatever you want. Journal it out. Don't do it to yourself, but do whatever you can to end it and start right now. Right. And you won't regret it tomorrow. No matter if it's successful or not, trying is the first step, and trying is succeeding in its own way.
And no matter how you feel about yourself, or if you think that you deserve to feel this way, I can promise you that you're wrong. No one deserves to feel this way. Nobody deserves to kill themselves or die. So really, just like look at some of these steps. You know, I mean, I know there wasn't a super huge amount, but we could, you know,
we could always elaborate in another video if you guys like this one.
Yeah, actually, we might put if you check out our blog down below, the link.
We put some more on there.
Yeah, we're gonna put some more on there actually after we post this video, and we'll have a longer list. I have at least like 50 things to put on there, so you can print it out.
Scenery.
Yeah, let's show you the scenery.
Look at that. Look at the sun. Other way. Look at that. Life is beautiful, guys.
Go outside. Explore. All right, so thanks for watching our video. Really hope that, you know, we helped some of you guys and that we didn't, you know, bore the shit out of you. But if you liked what you saw, click subscribe.
And click like, please.
Yeah, share it. Show your friends.
We just want to help change the world, and we promise that if this gets out there, we want to hear about it, and we really want to keep trying. Yeah,
and hey, like, you know, we're posting a new video soon. And yeah, follow us on Instagram. Links down below. She posts positive posts every day, so if you need that extra boost of positivity, that's your girl. But also check out our blog. We have some positive affirmations on there too, and recipes. Peace.